Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our sessions today. And today we're going to spend, a good 10, 15 minutes just to introduce you to what this My Career Connections event is all about. Uh, um, my name is Teen Kim. I am the career coaching team manager here at Stripe. And me and my team of professional career coaches are here to support our high school students to succeed in their job applications, internship application, and eventually, to make sure that you are all set and be prepared for your life after high school graduation. And together with me today, I have my colleague Jay, and I'm going to let Jay introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jay Espy. I am Partnership Development Manager and happy to join you today to discuss My Career Connections.
Cool. Well, Jay, thanks for joining me today. And, I have a couple questions for you that I would like to ask you. Can you give a quick introductions to what is My Career Connections event?
Absolutely. From January until April, Stride will host a series of events called My Career Connections. And the first one that we want to bring to you is the federal opportunities from the United States government. Each event over the next few months will be provided at no cost, and it is designed to connect high school students with valuable career and training opportunities that offer real world experiences. Our employer partners also will have a chance to connect and engage with our wonderful future workforce and increase awareness about their brand, social responsibility, business and hiring needs, and employment and training opportunities. And so we're so excited to bring these types of experiences to our learners.
So, Jay, can you tell us a little bit more about, who should attend this event? Is that like middle graders or high school students or a recent graduate or even potentially college students?
Absolutely. And that's a great question. We think learners across the spectrum can participate and gain a lot of valuable insight. Middle schoolers can certainly participate, but this event and most of these events are specifically geared for high school students, those ages 16 and above, and especially those who are about to graduate because they will be able to get internships and full-time jobs. This event is certainly appropriate for learners, like I said, across the spectrum, and those who are interested in knowing more about a career in this case, for our January session, in federal service. We do encourage, of course, parents and whole classes to attend as well.
Mm-hmm. This sounds really exciting to me. In my career, I started my career in higher education doing career services, and then I was a college student myself. But to bring like employers and coming in to talk to like high school students, this is like to the next level. This is pretty new.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to this event that we're bringing to, our teenagers and our, young adults who are sort of like in the transition period of and like going through adulting, right? Any kind of like some highlights to what students or learners can expect, by attending these series of events?
Sure, Ting. Learners who participate, particularly those in high school, can expect to hear from 3 of our federal partners who have internships for students starting at age 16 and very unique job opportunities across the nation. So when they leave the session in January, they can expect to know the types of internships that are available for them, how to apply for those internships, the deadlines for applications, how to stand out among the candidates, what specific qualifications the hiring partners are looking for. In this case, the federal agencies are looking for, the unique benefits of working with the federal government, and of course, where to apply. Each agency might have an application process, but they can also get that information from the Office of Personnel Management. But we want learners to leave the session knowing they can have an exciting and successful career working for the U.S. government. I know it was an
Mhm.
honor for me to serve our country as a civilian, and the experience I gained was incredibly rewarding.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited that we're having this three major federal agencies coming. And, one of the things that I learned from my professional experience is that, every employer has a certain style of language that reflects their culture. So for learners, I encourage you to attend these events if you're interested to say potentially work for any of the federal agencies, to hear these representative, the language that they use, so that you can also apply the similar kind of language culture when you are crafting your resume, your applications to these agencies. And so, even if you are young, you're not ready to apply for this internship, but maybe you will be in a year time. This is a great learning opportunity to get to know these employers. Now, I know that we have scheduled the first one. We're kicking it off on January 24th with all the federal agencies. But I know that we have three more events scheduled with our other three employers. So every month we have one employer coming to share information with our students. So first one, January 24th, second one, February 24th, third one, March 24th, and the fourth one, April 28th. And I do have this QR code right on the screen here that you can, pull out your phone, turn on your camera and scan the QR code, and it will take you directly to the registration page. So, I'll encourage you to do it right now, right? But Jay, can you tell us a little bit more about our other participating employers as well?
Sure. Do you want me to talk about the January employers? I know I briefly mentioned them, and it
Yeah.
may be helpful if we hear them again. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go through, all the key employers.
Yes. Okay, so in January, learners will hear from the United States Office of Personnel Management. This is the nation's largest employer. They have offices and agencies in every single state and territory. This agency has careers in every single field you can possibly think of. The disciplines and industries are wide ranging. You can apply to be a scientist, a researcher, a farmer, a nurse, teacher, librarian. With over 100 agencies, there will be a career opportunity for everyone. And many of those agencies, again, have internships starting summer of 2023. Also in January, learners can expect to hear from the National Security Agency, one of our nation's top intelligence fields, and understand how to enter intelligence and what it takes to be an expert, if you will. And then finally, in January, for those students interested in diplomacy and foreign affairs, the United States State Department might be someone's calling. And don't think that you need to already be a diplomat or be an expert in foreign policy. They're going to teach you everything you know as an intern.
No, cool. I know that a lot of our high school students at Strike K-12 Power School are very interested in criminal psychology or in the law enforcement industry. But I believe that the federal government's hire professionals or talents from all different kind of major expertise and functions.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can be an analyst, or you can just be a language expert. You can be a marketing or business or management person, but actually work for one of the federal agencies.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, learners do not need to have graduated high school for these internships. But you just mentioned another language. And so if learners do speak another language, which are in high demand across the US government, you will certainly be one of those competitive candidates. If you're interested in STEM, as in science, technology,
Mhm.
engineering, and math, you will be so attractive. You mentioned criminal justice. And so in the cybersecurity field, for example, the
Yeah.
National Science Foundation and the National Security Agency, who will be presenting, even offer scholarships for training and will give those scholarships in exchange for working with either one of their agencies or another agencies. Opportunities are endless here.
Cool. Cool. I'm just kind of like thinking, an internship with any one of these federal agency will just be a really great exposure, even, when you're still quite uncertain to exactly what career directions you are going in, but working with an organization like this will just give you a better idea to, discover what you like, what you don't like, what you're really good at. And can you tell us a little bit more about our other employer, participating employer as well, like CVS Health, AG Careers, and Wayfair?
Oh, absolutely. We are honored to have CVS Health, Ag Careers, and Wayfair join us in February, March, and April. They're going to also have opportunities from across the country. A lot of these opportunities will be either in person or virtual or a hybrid of both. And for those interested in ag careers, don't just think ag as in agriculture and animals. No, 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 no. This is, again, most of the disciplines range from tech, cybersecurity, as you mentioned before, healthcare, because a lot of those animals will need healthcare, and so will those employers, business, marketing. And so you can take all of your interests, all of your skills, and apply them across the wide variety of the agriculture careers. And then for Wayfair, of course, they have offices all over and a special training program. In fact, most of these organizations have training programs that will pay you to be trained while working for them, and or pay for your training and for you to work with them while they give you a stipend to go to school. So you can apply that for certification, technical training, or your bachelor's degree, or even if you are in a community college, your associate's degree. So there's so many benefits that we're bringing in addition to employment opportunities.
Yeah, when in recent weeks, I think I get to meet with the Wayfair's recruiters, and they were telling us about, one of the two major areas that they're recruiting like high school graduates are usually in their customer service site. And those positions are also available in a remote situation as well. And then the other area that they hire a lot of entry-level positions are in their fulfillment centers. And similarly on CVS Health, what I learned is, although they are a retail companies, but they also hire people on the back end managing all their operations, supply chain, and also the pharmacy tech side as well. So it's just I want to highlight all these relevant positions that are, quite relevant to our high school students. So anything that you would like to add about employers, Jay?
I do want to mention that some of the most significant advantages for working with the federal government, so that since this is the one we're talking about for January, includes other benefits that students and learners, especially those who are new to the workforce, might find interesting. In the federal government, some of the benefits also include great job security, a great earning potential, high compensation increases, a lot of vacation and holiday benefits. And for those
That's very
who
important.
might, yeah, it really is. And for those students really serious about those careers, the retirement benefits are enormous. I know that's important for someone like me, but for a young person who's just starting out, you might want to look down the road and see how truly beneficial it is to be with an employer that will help you get to that point. I failed to mention how much fun working in these fields will be. It will be a truly unforgettable career for future leaders. And let me say something else too about the federal government and their selective placement program. for those students or learners or people entering the workforce who have a disability, the federal government has a special agency within their respective agencies, or coordinators, I should say, that help the agencies recruit, hire, and accommodate people with disabilities. And they can actually help an applicant be guided through the process and answer questions. So for those people who do have a disability or just may even have questions, our coordinator will be on hand on the 24th to help answer questions. And if they are not able to, then the program coordinators can help in that respect too. So I don't want anyone to join or not join thinking this isn't for me. It literally is for every single person who is interested in working in the federal service.
Right. I think, like, you know, with a large employer like the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, or with the National Security Agency and Department of State, and even our corporate partner like Wayfair, CBS, and AdCareers, like, there are so many different kind of opportunities, different kind of role that you can sort of like move into. I would encourage anybody who is interested to learn about career opportunities to join these events, to learn about these employers, to educate ourselves about what are the options out there for us, and maybe do a little bit of a comparison between the opportunities, the career growth opportunities, and benefits between these few employers as a starting point, right? So I'm bringing you back to my slides that listed all the upcoming events, the 4 that we have scheduled from January until April, and then have that QR code appear on the screen for you to scan it, and it will take you to our registration page, and then you can sign up right away. And if you are a Strike K-12 Power School students, make sure that you use your personal email address to sign so that you can receive the link to join these sessions. So the one thing I do want to also kind of highlight is that one special thing about, you know, our My Career Connections event is that every sessions will end with a live coaching sessions, and my team of professional coaches will share tips on how to make your application stand out, right? Because every employer are looking for different things. So how do you identify, you know, your past activities, your skills, or your personality, your qualities that to highlight it on your resume so that you can stand out as a prospective candidate. And then with the team of coaches, you know, we are also offering one-on-one coaching services to students who are enrolled in any of our K-12 powered schools to prepare you on how to navigate a job fair, apply to internship, externship, and jobs, craft your professional profile to submit your application. And particularly here, like if you are interested to apply to the federal opportunities, then they have a very specific requirement on how your resume should look like. So that might require a one-on-one sessions. We prepare our students for interview, and we can stay coaching you throughout your first professional job to make sure that you achieve success. And on top of that, you know, we are also in the process of rolling out a series of on-demand videos that will help you prepare ahead of time. So look out for the 4 videos that we're going to announce soon on, you know, top 3 ways to nail a job fair. I really didn't have a good idea as a college student on how to navigate a job fair, and it always kind of like scares me a little bit to think about attending this event and think about, ooh, what if the recruiter wants to talk to me, and what should I be talking about, you know? Yeah. So we want to have videos to sort of like help prepare you and give you the confidence ahead of the event. And then similarly, how to prepare for a virtual career fair. That's a slight different when you're attending a virtual one, how to introduce yourself, how to get noticed. So these are all the resources that we are bringing in to our learners, our participants. And if you register for our event, we will send the link of this video to you as soon as as it is available. So I think that is all that we want to cover to share a little bit info about what is My Career Connections event. And before I wrap this up, like Jay, any last announcement or last words to our learners?
I will just add, all of the partners that have been mentioned today know that students are young learners and maybe just about to graduate. They do not expect you to come with a plethora of background and experiences. They will teach you all of that. They're just expecting you to come excited and interested in learning more and hopefully applying for some of the internships and full-time they have available.
Yeah. So I want to then wrap this up with, one of the favorite questions I always like to share with my students is, what do you think someone who is 15 or 16 or 17 has, the advantage of somebody this young compared to like someone like me who have worked over 15 years, or Jay, like you and I have worked many, many years, but there's something about this young talent that are super attractive to employers. Tell me, if you think about it, what is that you have that I don't have?
Well, here's what I hear all the time from people who are retiring from the federal government. They need people to replace them, and they need excited and eager young people to replace them. So if your students, learners, or recent graduates are excited about at least a career in the federal field, or interested in trying to start a career, whereas a lot of us are about to sunset, if you will, they're going to come in with a lot of technical experience that so many older workers either don't have or are not willing to learn. They're going to come in with a lot of already wonderful academic background, which will help them in their careers. And then they're going to be able to already know how to communicate electronically. And so that's going to give them a leg up. And we're really excited and grateful for the learners and schools that are interested in learning more about My Career Connections. We think it's a game changer.
Absolutely. So exactly what you say, young talent, your biggest advantage is your youth. Employers are very interested in hiring young people because however much time they have to invest in training you, you have so many more years that you can bring on their return on their investment. So don't miss the opportunity. Join us on all our 4 events that are coming up from January until April. Sign up today, scan the QR code, and we'll see you there. Thank you, everybody. Bye. And thank you, Jay, for joining me today.
So welcome. Thank you, Ting.
Bye.